it's sending, and then like once it says like live, that means it's live. Yeah.
And that means, well, when does the volume come on? When can they hear me?
Whenever it's so, they should be able to hear. You know.
It's muted right now.
No, no,
Muted? That don't matter.
that's what they see. Like that's just for you to hear it back. So now that you go back to OBS,
Go back to. So right now it's on.
yeah, yeah, it's on already. To see.
Okay, so
You see? Yeah,
go back to OBS.
yeah, and then it's on, and then you could put the counter on.
Counter.
Then, and you go here. Look.
What you doing?
It's on. No, no, like
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. Family, I'm actually simulcasting on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube, trying something different. So there's a learning curve. So I'm gonna have my tech guy, Lewis, jump in here every now and then and make sure everything is going along just fine. In fact, I'm gonna bring him on in right now. Lewis, check this out. Where's the where are the additional chats? Because I only see this chat.
Yeah,
I only see the Twitch chat.
So right now, that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on bringing that chat up. I'm just looking it up right now.
Okay, so let me see what y'all doing over here. Let me see who in the chat right now. Let's see. Go over here. And I see. Let's see. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat?
Yeah, for now you would have to go to the YouTube account.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, YouTube. Yeah, fam. I think we figured it out. We're gonna start, instead of saying Donald Trump, instead of saying breaking news with Donald Trump, we're just gonna say, what has this mother done next? What has he done now? We're just gonna go with, what has this mother done now? So let's see. Instead of saying breaking news with, what's up, Bernardo Turner? Stephanie Thorne. What's up? What's up? And Andre Bell. Joy Peace. Joy and Peace. Pelicans, New Orleans. New Orleans, Louisiana. Trying something new, fam. Trying to simulcast through Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. You know, I do it with Facebook and YouTube all the time, but trying to bring in the Twitch crowd. Let's see. Is that Nancy Nicole? What's up? Tony Starks. What's up, China Carter? African Pride. Oh, why is this right here? We need to change this topic. They don't, you know. Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, so the
where do we
title,
change this title?
It's right here on Restream. And there we go. Update titles.
Yeah, that was. No wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder this is going.
Oh no,
on
wait,
like
that's
this.
Oh wait, I think you posted. No, I think you
It didn't
changed it
post.
to something else. Yeah.
It didn't post. I didn't.
Okay, just make sure you take that off because it's like, yeah. No, you, yeah. There you go.
Update. Okay, look like we got the title updated.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all it's gonna be a learning curve, fam. It's a learning curve. We're adding a new platform to the channel, so it's a learning curve, trying to make sure that we get the kinks out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so it's straight.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I'm saying
Is that right?
Yeah, Trump ignores the
Yeah.
notification, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What we got here? So you're still working on getting the chat on the screen.
Put it in.
We gonna get there, fam. The devil is busy. The devil trying to keep me off Twitter, keep me off Twitch, fam. They trying to stop me, man. They trying to stop me from growing. They trying to stunt my growth, but they can't do it. They can't do it. The devil is a lie. The devil is a bold-faced lie. T. Gallagher, what's up? HBG. What's up, Josh? Josh, we're in the building, peace and security. All right, fam, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Everybody else gonna have to catch up. Donald Trump, your president, skipped the funeral of slain Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hartman and her husband, Mark. Let me say that again. Donald Trump, your president, skipped the funeral of slain Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hartman and her husband, Mark. It's not every day a lawmaker in the United States is murdered. It's not every month. It's not even every year. Among the hundreds in attendance at the service were former President Joe Biden and former Vice President Kamala Harris, who paid their respects to this couple slain in what authorities say was a plot targeting Democrats. Ah, pretty sneaky, Trump. Ah. So the question is, did Trump know the play? And he didn't want to go because there was people pointing fingers at him. Yeah, I heard something about that. They were saying something about how Trump was responsible for a lot of the rhetoric that was out there, the reckless rhetoric that was out there about harming people. A eulogy at the Catholic Church was given by Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, whose eyes were red from crying. Maybe this is a moment when each of us can examine the way we work together, the way we talk about each other, the way we fight for the things we care about, Walz said. A moment when each of us can recommit to engaging in politics and the life the way Mark and Melissa did, fiercely, enthusiastically, heartily, but without ever losing sight of our common humanity. Well, let me tell you right there, fam, I'm gonna stop right there. That all sounds good, but we know that ain't gonna happen. Not in America, not in the land of the uncivilized. Remember, this is the same country that continues to this day to justify slavery. That's right, I said it. Now I know some of y'all out there saying to yourself, he always got to say something about race. He got to make it always about race. It's always about race in this goddamn country. It's always about race. Anybody who says it ain't, or anybody who tries to downplay it, anybody who don't want nobody speaking on it, you one or two things. I'm finna call you out. You're one or two things. You're either a bigot who benefits from it, or you a coconut who wants to assemble. That's right, I said it. You're either a benefiting bigot or a coconut who wants to assemble. And assimilate. Yeah. Yeah, man. Calling strikes, and a ball. I am a premier umpire. I'm that dude. Strike, ball. I'm the umpire they call to work the World Series. When everything's on the line and you need that honesty. It's going to offend some people. But when all is said and done, you got to just say, you know what, man, I ain't like the call, but he called it like it was. I ain't like it. I ain't like what he said, but he called a strike, and a ball, a ball. What's up, China Carter? Joy and peace. Lanita Pittman. Bughorse, DC, what's up? What's up, Donald Minard? Donald Minard. The most beautiful black woman in the world says, I'm a Trump supporter. Yeah, she said, I voted for Trump. Cinelicious. What's up, Cinelicious? Melly Prophetic Jones. Appreciate you. Toria Williams. All right, now, most beautiful woman in the world, you can turn your cap lock off now. We heard you, we saw you. You can go and turn that cap lock off. ECM, Real Stuff. Real Stuff TV. De'Ara Sanders. Trying to figure it out, fam. Trying to tighten this live up on Twitch. We added Twitch to the platform. Trying to bring in all of the platforms at once. And so there's a learning curve there. Trying to get everything to work cohesively. I want to send a big shout out to my brother. He retired. When was that? What's today? So he retired Friday. Send him a big shout out. Put his time in. Clocked out for the last time. His job had a luncheon for him. Family, friends, co-workers. It was beautiful. Hard-working man. My brother, the last of a dying breed as far as the type of man that ain't scared of work. Get up, get out, and get something every day. Every single day for the last 30 years, 30-something years, he got up, went out there and got it and provided for his family. And walked out on his own terms. Yeah. Salute, salute, salute. Let's get back to Trump. Why wasn't Trump at the funeral of a slain lawmaker? Why? Why not? Dude didn't even issue a statement. statement about the funeral either. He didn't even issue a statement. Now, family, let's say somebody that you got a beef with ends up dead, and you have dealings with that person. You got to do business. You don't really mess with them, rock with them, whatever, but you got to do business with them. Let's say that person is an employee, a subordinate. That person ends up dead. You're the leader. You're the leader. Let's say, it's, some major corporation, and one of your senior executives ends up dead. Not only do you not go to the funeral, you don't attend the funeral, you don't even issue a statement. Wouldn't that sound suspicious? The man suspected of killing the Hortmans is Vance Bolter, 57, who was arrested 2 days after the June 14 attacks, in which State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette, were also shot and injured. Bolter's car contained a list of potential targets, including his victims, Waltz, Representative Ian Omar, and Senator Tina Smith, as well as abortion providers and advocates. A friend of Bolter's described him as a strong supporter of Trump. Now, I'm not saying all Trump supporters are raging maniacs and mass murderers, but damn, they have a high concentration of them. Usually when one turns out to be a deranged lunatic or a mass murderer, they're usually a Republican. Not saying there aren't deranged people on the Democratic side, because, they got them too. But that seems to be like a high concentration of deranged lunatics and mass shooters on the Republican side. What are they teaching them over there? What is their leader saying? What type of leaflets are being passed around in the lunchroom? So, Trump, I was wondering, since he's not posting about this, maybe he's sick. But then I looked up, and he was posting on social media, and he said several times on Sunday, he was just, talking about all kinds of stuff. He posted several times on Sunday, touting low gas prices and his big, beautiful bill. Yeah. I'm like, damn, man, Did Trump get the memo? Did somebody tell him that woman got killed? And another lawmaker and his wife was shot? Anybody tell him that woman and her husband got killed, the lawmaker? Since, I'm just saying, that since he's the, what do you call it? The law and order president. Remember, that's what he said he was running on, law and order. You would think that if a lawmaker was gunned down, that he would ride. He didn't do that. So I was wondering, so what happened? What was Trump doing so important? What was he doing that was so important that he could not attend the funeral of, or even mention the funeral of, or deaths of, a United States lawmaker and her husband. And I found out by one of the most reliable Republican sources today. According to Fox News, Trump spent the morning golfing with Republican senators Eric Schmidt, Lindsey Graham, Rand Paul, and CIA Director John Ratcliffe. So while the nation was mourning, while a state, Minnesota, was mourning, one of his top lawmakers, Trump, was out there playing golf, laughing and giggling, while the funeral was going on. In the immediate wake of the shooting, Trump chose to not call the governor of Minnesota and offer support. Check out what he said. I could call him and say, hi, how are you doing? The guy doesn't have a clue. He's a mess. So, you know, I could be nice and call him, but why waste time? Melissa Hartman was 55. She was a top Democrat in Minnesota's House of Representatives. She had previously served as the Speaker. The two were shot dead at their home in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. The couple are survived by their two adult children, daughter Sophie, 28, and son Colin, 30, who wept as Saturday's service began, according to the New York Times. Given an opportunity to not only condemn the murders, but to moderate the political temperature that lends itself to such an environment that allows, if not encourages, such actions, Trump makes two statements: calling out the crime and attacking Waltz. Yep. That's our boy. No tragedy is too heinous for Trump's outright disrespect and an opportunity to prove that he just don't give a damn. I'm going to tell y'all something, fam, that y'all already know, but I got to put it on record. There is never, ever, anywhere Trump shows up, 2 or 4, that has ever his presence enhanced. His no-show for this is, to his credit, a choice I could actually support. Think about it, fam. Because had he even showed up to the funeral, it would have been like a dark cloud. So perhaps he did the right thing. Perhaps he did the right thing. Now, it would have been presidential for him to attend, but nothing Trump does is really presidential. It would help. It would have helped to turn down some of the hate in the country, but Trump turns up the hate in the country. So that's a strange bit of irony there, right? His absence and name calling of Tim Walz only perpetuates the problem. He's pretty good at that. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, fam. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how good you're living. I don't care how big your home is, how great your job is. I don't care who you know, who you're connected with. You better understand this. America is in bad shape. You better get ready. Now I know some of y'all, oh man, you just, oh, there you go, fear mongering. Oh yeah, look, fam. I know a lot of times that is, people do say that, but anybody that's saying that I'm fear mongering, that's a person that's out of shape, out of touch with reality, and who's delusional. I'm just going by what I see. I'm not making up anything. I'm just looking at the climate. I'm watching everything that's happening. I'm watching the wars go on. I'm watching the street killings, the executive killings, the killings that's happening in government, law enforcement, corporate America. I'm watching the educational system erode. I'm watching how on every level of every major institution in America, the bar has dropped. From education to medicine, even to agriculture. The bar is so low, it can't go no more. You got a 34-time felon for a president. Family. America's in bad shape, and we need leaders who demonstrate respect, dignity, and humanity. This tough guy thing that's going on right now, where everybody mad and everybody killing, everybody fighting, everybody shooting, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. We gotta have people that have respect, that can demonstrate respect, dignity, and humanity, and still be tough on the uncivilized mutts. And even so, they still have to have moral flexibility. That's where a lot of these other countries eat America alive. Places like Denmark, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, these places, they have laws, but they also have moral flexibility where they don't just throw away their citizens for nonviolent crimes. And even when they commit violent acts, their goal is to rehabilitate them, not house them and treat them like animals until their release date and send them back out into society so that they can come out even worse than they was before they went in. But see, that's too much like right. That's just too much like right. It's not the type of country we are. It's too much like right. Rock B, what up? Dwight Dorsey, you figured it out?
I think so.
Okay, what you got to do? Okay, y'all remember now, even though I'm live, we are still trying to figure out how to work this, how to integrate this, these new platforms with Facebook and YouTube. So, let's see, said the blind man.
Do this. Let's see here. Sorry.
What you got?
There it is.
You got it?
Yeah, but now you just gotta
Get it
chroma
off
key.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can see it.
Okay, now.
So now, let's see here. Let's do the color. I mean, it's there, you can see them all, but now what I was gonna do
Is that all of them? Or?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it's all of them.
You gotta pull it over.
Yeah. Trying to get it off of where, not too big. Maybe like,
Well, I think, yeah, I was about to say, I think that was gonna be over my body.
let's see.
That ought to be good. That ought to be all right.
We just have to do it like that. Let me see.
Let's see.
See how it looks like real quick. And this- only thing left to do would have to be to like clean that up.
Okay, where's YouTube? Okay, I see it. But where is Twitch?
Yeah, like I think something went wrong with it where so it's still live, but for some reason the video is not encoded. But I think the bit rate, I think it's probably not on right. So let's check here. Go to settings, stream, see output. Oh, that's probably why. Let's try this 6. Okay. Let's try that. I'm gonna see if that works.
What are we doing?
Let me just check if that worked. Yeah, I think. It's so weird. See, because it's there, and then when
Is it there?
it's there, but then when you push it, like it's just not showing it. I don't know why.
Okay.
So that'll have to be something we'll figure out after.
Shit, it don't even make sense to even be going on there if we can't get nothing extra out of it.
Well, it's live on the other two, except for
What other two?
on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, but I'd be live. Yeah, but it's not showing on the screen. Is it showing on the screen on Facebook?
Yeah.
Let me see it. I don't see it. It's not showing on the screen on YouTube. That's because we took it off, right?
Look.
On YouTube.
No, it's on there. Look.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. See.
How do you take that big old damn background, that blue background off, and just have the
So that's
tweets?
so that's how we're gonna have to.
Chat.
So that's how we're gonna have to go in there and do the Chrome key and like pretty much get the color out of there, so that way all that you see is that. So we're gonna have to go in there and.
You can't do that now.
I mean, I can, but it's gonna take me a bit.
Oh,
If you wanna do it.
nah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But what's going on with Twitch though?
So when I saw it, it said that the bit rate was a little high. So whenever we started the stream, I think the bit rate for Twitch was not correct, because Twitch only does 6,000 and up, and we were at 10. So that means that we were like 4K over. So that means that the support of the bit rate was not high enough. So it's going to work, but we just have to, once we restart this stream, like it'll work.
All right, fam. Well, okay, I got to shut the stream down because we got to get to the bottom of this. We got to get to the bottom of this. We're trying to add another platform to to the lives, and so we can have a bigger and better experience. So just bear with me, fam, and be patient. We are going to give you a better experience. We are going to get better. So just bear with me, and hopefully I'll be back soon with another live. Okay. So anyway. All right, fam, I appreciate y'all joining live. China, appreciate you running that moderation. Keeping everything in order. Toria, I see you. Appreciate you. Till next time, fam, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.